Hello, hello. Okay, so welcome back to another one of my video log recording sessions where I talk about genetic algorithm and how to do genetic algorithm, rather how I should do it, so and etc. The date time right now is 2025 July 8th. My last video was about a week ago, exactly a week ago, so well, and I haven't actually done in terms of coding stuff. I've just been exploring ideas and concepts, and to supplement that, googling stuff, and well, mostly how I could implement the ideas that I got in Python. So, and having said that, in this session, in this video, I'll just be going over the first plan or draft of how I could attempt to achieve true chaotic genetic algorithm. So today it's not pseudo chaotic genetic algorithm, it's a true chaotic genetic algorithm. So there's the difference, and I'm trying to do this because in my last few videos and the Jupyter notebooks that I have created and experimented, I have found out that the chaotic way is also very likely to work and probably more efficient, because overall it ends up doing less of the computation, but yeah, I can do more about that, and in terms of experimenting more. But I think now is a good time for me to also start devising on how to achieve true chaotic genetic algorithm. So that's that. So I said that in the past week most of what I've done is come up with ideas and Google those ideas and see if they're viable, see if they could actually work in the fashion that I would want. So, and some of those ideas are concurrency, and remember, this is still all in Python. So I've been mostly Googling for documents, Stack Overflow or documents on how I could probably do this. So first idea was concurrency, and then parallelism. How do you spell parallelism? Is that the right way? I think so. Parallelism. Yep. No, I don't know how to spell. How embarrassing. And yeah, and to do this, also I had to look into multiprocessing. No, what did you do? What did I do? Multi-threading. Well, this is just about it. And mostly, I think I could, if I really start looking into these ideas, I can probably get things to work. But there's a bit of a, well, downside, I should say, because well, the code isn't so pretty. Because, for example, if I search for Google, if I search for Python multi-threading, example, this is from seriously, this is from here. That's too small. 24. Okay, this set of code is, well, from Geeks for Geeks, and mostly it's going to, if I use multi-threading, it's going to look something like this. So no, I don't like the look of this. I would really like to be able to, or it could look like this. Oh no! What did I do? It could look something like this. Yeah. So I don't like the, well, I don't like the look of how the code just how the code looks, because I can't see the, well, maybe I can, but I can't really like pick and look at the entities and the state of the world and the state of the limited entities and the struck out entities. Yeah, list of struck out entities and list of limited entities, and the list of entities within the world during that blip. Blip being the unit of time step. So it was in Python. Let me type that again, because in Python, what was it? Concurrency, concurrency, parallelism, and to do this, what do I do? Multi-threading, multi-processing, and then also look into multi-threading, and probably some others. And I have yet to actually get a exact grasp and understanding of, well, honestly, all these things, because sometimes when I work with them, these still confuse me. So yeah. So there's one other way that is sticking with me so far as of now, which is I drew it on a sheet of A4 paper, but I'm going to try to draw it again. So this is going to be true chaotic genetic algorithm version 0.1. I'm very bad at versioning stuff, but anyway, this is 0.1, since I guess I can call it that because it is the very first version. So we have this, and then what happens is an entity bigger font size, maybe 36, in black, thank you very much. Entity will be something, no, not something like, but will be an executable. So that means on Mac it will be a binary file, bin. If it were on Windows, it'd be a .exe file. And in this executable file, included would be the entity JSON file, which contains well, all the information about that entity, all the info about one entity, and also in the executable I also have to have the class for entity, and I'll need to instantiate so that I will have an object of this class, object entity, object from CLS entity, and this object or class will have methods, or, well, because they're functions that belong to an object which is from a class, which is an instance of a class. There will be methods, so they'll have these objects from the class entity will have methods, functions that will mutate the entity. That could also have it learn from other entities within in the world at that time. Procreate, so go look for a partner and give birth, and not give birth, make offspring. I'll just say offspring. Make offsprings, and maybe some other methods as well. Yeah. And since I'm doing this, I think I should also add in this info I should add the names of parents. Entity variable name, something like that. This isn't exactly decided yet. And entity name, or I could do par, as in parent, entity, but then again it's PARENTT. So if I make it like this, I do have the word parent in it, so I think that's, I don't know, that's a fun way of naming it, I hope. So it could be per entity var name, per entity name, something like that. So these will be new information. I just need to cough. Okay, I'm back. And so this is what the entities will look like. Something like that. Alright. And just move it here. And down here I could is there a way to, oh god. Seriously? Okay. This will just have to do. And here will be the world. This, again, this represents the world. So I should write that. This is the world, you know, at a certain time step, for example, a blip. And inside the world, for now, initially, for version 0.1, I will have just the entities. Yeah, entities represented. No, represented by these stars. You know, the colors at this point doesn't really matter. Just so many entities, you know. Maybe a blue one as well. No, I just did that. Purple one. Another star over there. No, that's too ugly. I don't know. There's too many ones in purple. So these are the entities. The stars are the entities. And so they're the entities. And each entity is an executable file, like I said. So ENTT equals executable or bin, and they'll be running. So one thing that I am, not the only thing, but one thing that I'm curious about is whether I should have the world also be an executable and have the world well, the world should keep things running, keep entities running, right? Or rather, the world should keep running things. And okay, the world should keep running things or driving events and triggering entities to do any one of these things. Oh yeah, plus one more entity event is just idle. Well, it could be. I don't know. Depends. Yeah. So this should definitely be the case, but I don't know if this means world it should also be an executable or not. I need to figure that out. And eventually in the world, I say that because eventually in the world there will be lots of things in the world other than entities. Yeah? So that's why I'm considering there'll be lots of things. Oops. There'll be lots of things in the world. Lots of materials, whatever. And yeah, so but coming back to what the entities do, should they get well, limited out of the population, if they get limited out, if one entity gets limited out of the population, should it do that, it gets moved to a limited limited realm, limited world, limited realm. It gets moved to the realm of limited realm of the limited, and if it gets struck out, if these two get struck out, it gets moved to the realm of, it's the first time I use that word, realm, for this, realm of struck out entities. Yeah. And the thing here is, well, no, I don't. This one's kind of ugly. It doesn't look cute. This, here we go. There we go. Yeah. So something like that. And for this thing, this can be implemented easily by just well, I can just make, zoom in, seriously, I can just make it make a folder or a directory or folder, and within some folder, right, I would have 3 folders or directories. This would be world, something like that, whether this is an exe, whether this is an executable or just a directory. And another one would be the limited, and another one, the last one, would be the struck out. And yeah, so if an entity either mutates and or learns or both at some time step, at some blip, and it gets struck out, it will be just forced to change its current directory, which would be in here, right, to here, the struck out directory. And if some other force, I mean, I could have that function inside the entity executable, or I could have it somewhere here in the world. But anyway, if some other entity, like these ones over here, for these ones, what happened to these ones is that they were in the world, and as you can see from the orange arrow, they got moved to the limited realm. And what happens then, if that happens, it means that their locations in terms of directory or folder is moved, is changed to the limited folder. Yeah. So that's basically it. This is the first mediocre version of how I could probably try to achieve true chaotic genetic algorithm. I don't know if it's feasible because I haven't actually tried it, and since I want since I want to use or keep using Python, I don't know how to actually make executables in the proper way. I would need to use Python and Noitka. I think that's how you pronounce it, Noitka, to compile the Python script and then save them and then run them by using some other Python script, and then it becomes an executable or a bin, and the dot should be here, and then have some other Python script or something else or something else to run these scripts in the world whilst also somehow running the world with the given information. Yeah, and move the entities as they as they are forced to move, or as they are made to move. And during this time, the world should have the right functionality to measure the metrics, to track the measure the metrics. Yeah. So that is the general idea. One of the concerns is where do I enforce the time steps? Should I put them here? I mean, should I I don't know. Should I put the total number of time steps or blips in the script for world, or should I put that in the executable for the entities, or do I need both? Something I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. It's blip, and then bigger than that is a generation, I decided. Bigger than a generation is an era, and of course there will be other units for time steps. Bigger than era and smaller than blip, but so far this is what I have to work with. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to indicate this. So for example, in the first time step, in the first blip, this could represent the initial entities, void entities. Initial and void. I could probably do that. Yeah, so this is, now I'm in a, I think I'm in a totally new territory, as I have to move away from using anything Jupyter. It's not Jupyter anymore. It's not just Jupyter anymore. Now I'm in the actual realm of using executables. So, yeah. I hope I get lucky. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you next time. Maybe less than a week, ideally. Well, bye bye.